Watch baby Joshua down on the ground trying tummy time. You can see that he did not last about 3 or 4 seconds before he's crying, and he really wants nothing more to do with the tummy time position. I ended up having to take him out of tummy time and put him to sit down. Now watch what happens when I change the tools that I'm using. You can see that he is tolerating this position much better because he's having a little bit of fun bouncing on the ball. It's much more dynamic, so he's having a much better time. In this video, I'm going to share with you 7 different techniques that I like to use to help babies who are struggling with tummy time. Let's get into it. Tummy time is any supervised awake time where your baby is working against gravity through the front of their body. And for babies who hate tummy time, that does not always mean lying flat on the ground. We can change the toy, the position, or the surface to make the activity easier and much more productive and enjoyable at the same time. I'm going to start with the simplest setup for newborns and then gradually move upwards in progression to more challenging options. One of the best ways to start tummy time with a newborn is to do tummy time on your chest. Simply lie back with a pillow under your head, put your baby directly on your chest. Your baby would have to lift their head up in order to make eye contact with you. This is great for strengthening baby's neck muscles and helping baby to lift their head up early on. As baby gets a little bit older and I want baby to start propping themselves up on their forearm and rotating their head side to side and shifting their weight, I like to use these crinkle paper, and I just have it and I put it off to the side and have baby lift their head up and look at it. I like it because it's a high contrast and I can use it to help baby to turn their head from side to side. You can see I'm not pushing him to do too much at a time. If he needs to put his head down and take a break, I'm perfectly comfortable letting him do that. I move the crinkle paper from one side to the next and keep him engaged with it, and this extends the entire tummy time session for a little one. This works especially well for a baby who hates tummy time. It just gives baby something to engage and focus on. My name is Cherrick Gordon. I've been a pediatric physical therapist for well over 25 years. And I wanted to remind you that you can pick up my free PDF that I created that covers the gross motor milestones from 0 to 12 months. I'm going to put the link in the first line of the description. The next activity that I like to do for a baby with tummy time is to put baby on their side, and this works really well to help baby to exercise their side neck muscles. So now we've gone from having baby lifting their head up directly on their tummy to putting baby in side lying and working those side neck muscles. I really like the side lying position. It's an often overlooked tummy time position. For all the ones who really don't enjoy being on their tummy, I like to use a combination of toys if I need to. You can see I'm using a Boppy or a couch cushion, works just as well. And I'm using a toy play mirror so that baby can keep engaged with himself. And I have him up on the Boppy and have him looking at himself as long as I'm extending the tummy time gradually. You can see he started fussing in tummy time, and so I took him out of it and put him in his favorite position, which was just to sit and hang out. I've often found that a floor mirror works really well, especially the younger ones, where you can just put a blanket on the mirror and have baby looking at themselves. Baby will tend to lift their head up, build some neck strength as baby lifts their head up to look at themselves in a floor mirror. Tummy time can be something as simple as having your baby lying on their side, reaching for a block. Now you notice he is getting comfortable laying on his side and he's playing for an extended period of time as he's engaged with the blocks. I like these blocks because they're soft, and so if baby accidentally hits himself in the face with the block, he won't get hurt. As baby gets a little bit older and you start to introduce some movement into the tummy time, I like the pop-up toys because you can move it off to the side and cue baby to reach, lift their head up, stay on their tummy, and go ahead and engage with the toy. When you get to a point where you're confident that your baby has enough head and neck strength to where your baby is able to hold their head up and not bop his head down on the hardwood floor, then you can start introducing some weight shifting by using a toy as simple as a little baby ring and cue baby to do what I like to call the tummy time pivot. And you want to make sure the baby can do this in both directions. I have him going all the way to the right. I like to make sure baby can go in a complete circle in one direction and then move the toy back in the opposite direction and have baby go in a counterclockwise direction. We want to make sure we can try to see if baby can move in the opposite direction just to make sure that that weight shifting is happening in both directions so that both sides of baby's body is getting stronger and baby's developing equal strength on both sides of their body. Now you can see me trying to get him onto his hands and knees, and he starts to get upset with me if you look at his face. I like the large exercise ball because you can change the angle of baby and make it a little less difficult, make it a little bit more challenging, and just give baby some vestibular work as baby is on the ball on their tummy. You can also shift baby side to side so the baby can begin shifting their body weight from one forearm to the next. So I like using a large exercise ball to have baby bear their body weight on their tummy. This is great for changing the different angles that you have baby in as baby is beginning to bear their body weight on their forearms and start pushing their chest up off of the ball. Once your baby has mastered tummy time, then the next step is to move on to crawling. So I already created a really great video to show you how to help your baby to develop those crawling skills. I'm going to put the link for that right there, and I will see you over there in the next video.